Hi, this is Teresita O'Hara, and this is my video demonstration of the three different reading groups with their literature-based lesson plan. You have received the lesson plan. I believe it's on page 8 is lesson 1. You've also received 2 pages of the literature-based questions or vocabulary and then questions. This is actually a book I'm going to be starting with my class, so I will be adapting that lesson plan which I sent. And also, I went online and I was able to purchase a student workbook that goes with it, and I'm going to be using and adapting that as well for my students. So if you look at page 1 of the worksheet, you'll see a list of vocabulary. I would add to it whatever words I think my students might not understand. We would send out the vocabulary, and then we would discuss it in class. Then we would pre-read the questions for each section before the sections were read. And then I do have all 3, so the 3 groups would be separated according to their communication style. So for the reading portion, the ASL portion, the sentences would be chunked out, meaning when you have multiple words that really are idiomatic or could have a different meaning, we would line out and put a bracket so that the students could better understand. And we would do a group read and discussion. So since the students have pre-read the questions, hopefully when we do the reading, they can go back and see where their comprehension, if they're able to find what it was asking for in the questions. So with the first group, it would be chunking out those sentences, my ASL group, and then making sure that they're signed. After they read, they would be signed to make sure they had understanding. Their responses, I think, could be in writing, although I wouldn't count down for grammatical errors. With the PSC group, that one's a little easier, but we would still sign the contextual meanings of everything. And then with the oral group, we would be reading and then providing signed support for them as well. The book I chose is Wonderstruck. It's an amazing book. It is right here by Brian Selznick. And I'm really excited to get started on it next week. So I don't believe in reinventing the wheel. That's why I went online and purchased the student guide. And there's some really good questions with it. And the story is very compelling. I believe my students will really enjoy it. I don't know if you're familiar with the book, but it's a parallel story set 50 years apart of a boy who initially has hearing in one ear and then loses that and had lost his father, lost his mother, and in his quest to find his biological father, finds his grandmother, who at the end of the story is also deaf. Thank you so much, and that's it. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.